everyone and welcome back to Princess Connect Dive. We are here today before the event story, obviously for the new character Yukino. She's a totally new character that debuts for the first time in the game, and I have more than a spark, so we are going together 100%. This month will be quite eventful, both for the game and personally for me, but do not worry about it, because we do have two new characters, Satsuki and Yukino, and probably the third character will be the Zombieland collab. My plan right now is probably to get both Satsuki and Yukino, if I get lucky today, and then with leftovers try and get Sakura or otherwise leave her for my side channel if she has a story. While generally I would love to collect characters that are unique in my account, there is the fact to consider that Satsuki and Yukino have bond stories locked behind main story progression, so I can only get them if I get those two in my main account. You guys know the drill, it happened the same with Violet, so it is no different here. Before we jump into the action, a bit of an update about me and the other content of Priconne in the channel, and also a sudden announcement that came just before I started recording. So personally, I am still trying to deal with the loss of my pet. It is something that the only thing I can say that I've learned is that I will have to live with it. This pain will probably never go away, but I might be able eventually to coexist with it, which is my hope, because there are days like this one where I'm totally focused on working, so I don't notice it as much. There are days like yesterday where I am so crushed that I can't even do what I want to do properly, like working on videos, etc. So thankfully today is a good day, so to speak, but I just can't accept a reality where it's gone. It's just, in many ways, it's weird. Like you open the door of your house and there's nobody there to welcome you. It's just weird. Those of you who have pets or who live with someone very close to you probably can understand what I mean. Other than that, for Priconne, we are outside of the summer month, so while I'm not going to stop summer bond stories because I wanted to do Summer Omare, which is probably the last summer bond story for a while, we are going to resume normal characters, so 6 stars, etc. I have no idea who yet, since we still have this whole event, new character and Omare to get through, but we'll get through it towards the middle of the month. There's also Satsuki, the end of the Tower of Luna, which ends this month with the Summit chapter, probably very lore heavy, the new main story, and also the Zombieland collab, which is not a full event, it's a raid event. Probably have a little bit of story, but we will see. The sudden announcement is that Kimura, which is the producer, long-time producer of Priconne, has left his position on not only Priconne but Shadowverse and also Cygames as a whole due to poor health. What does that mean for the future of the game? So when producer changed, generally you get a different philosophy of work at place. When it happened with Dragalia, for example, we went from a producer that really loved to paint the Prince Yuden as a projection of the player. Those of you who play Gacha will call it a self-insert. The new producer instead turned him into more of a grounded character with less focus on him as a projection of the player and more focus on the wide array of the Dragalia cast. That's the kind of shift in perspective that I see. Personally speaking, since Kimura and Cygames in the official Twitter said both that the change was coming for a long time, I do believe that the change is already noticeable. Body monetization, many have complaints. I personally don't really mind in general because the game itself is good, so I don't mind. And also stories. I think that you would probably notice that something was different for a while. In the future, what will this mean? I can't say. We do have an 8th anniversary confirmed, we have new stuff coming, roadmaps, etc. So in the immediate, nothing will change. But in the future, who knows? We will experience it together, of course. For Shadowverse, probably not much will change. The game just started, so it is what it is. Okay, before we get into the gacha, I wanted to remind you guys, if you want to support the channel, that you can join as a member. You pay a monthly fee, you get cool emotes. If we reach 5 members, we will get even more. Or you can use your super thanks to leave a donation behind your favorite Anterlodge video. I wanted to thank the Big Webowski and Moonlight as we join another month in October tomorrow. Thank you for all the support. I'm not sure how many gachas we'll do this month for Priconne, hopefully 3, but at least we are doing this one. I say this month since I'm already projecting that it's October. Anyway, let's get into the gacha. So I have already started reading the event. I'm halfway done by them of recording. It's not that I'm going fast, I just recorded the gacha a little bit later. It's an event that heavily ties with the main story, so if you haven't read the latest event, I would suggest that you do so, because I believe that the story itself is locked behind the main story progress, which is, don't think it's a first, but it's a novel for sure. Not really lucky on the pulse, but it is expected, like... I don't want to get pessimistic and talk about luck in my current situation, because, believing in luck in such a dire part of my life is probably not a good mindset to have. But anyway, the event ties very heavily in the world building of Geonifelel, which we haven't seen a lot of in the main story since we have been more focused on objectives rather than exploring the world. We'll take a look at the Oni, at the Yugi-onna tribes, but also the general politics and characters in Geonifelel, so Yukino, Satsuki, and Lului. Obviously we don't have Lisa. If you read the main story, you probably know why. And there is also, you guys saw, oh nice, 50 is a nice breakthrough if we get her here. Could be a permanent, by the way. Let's see. If it is a permanent, I hope it's Iori. I haven't spoken about her, but I will after this. We have a few things to speak of regarding those characters. Oh, nice! Very nice, okay. That's actually very positive for a change in gacha, since we usually go for quite the lengths to get a character. Am I happy? That's hard to ask. I honestly have such moving feelings from one moment to another, but I am satisfied that at least we have her without having to do an effort in the next gacha to get the character. So, how many gems do I believe? Actually, I'm very close. Yes, just 5,000 away from Spark. We also have 12 tickets, so technically we are more than close. I might just try and get Satsuki. The only problem that I have is that I'm getting characters in elements where I barely have a team, but they are new characters, so the focus on getting them is more important. Anyway, you guys remember I made you vote for a ticket. It is the Start Dash Princess Character Exchange ticket, and you guys voted in majority for Christina. You guys wanted to see her 6-star story for sure. I don't mind, because I am also kind of peeved that for 2, almost 3 years, I've never gotten Christina from the preface. So here we go. We have already seen this animation in the game in English, so it is not new. But I will get her at 6-star, which implies also more stories. If you like Christina, obviously, you can tell that it is a very, very old animation for the home screen compared to Yukino's. You can tell the advancement of technology. We also have a permanent ticket, which is this one here. As you can see, the permanent characters that I lack are Stage Kurumi, Time Traveling Kaya, Commander Eriko, and then going down, I believe there is Angel Iori. Those 4. I'm actually going to hold on this one because I can use those 7 tickets here to get any character that you saw in that list, but it is random. I actually got lucky and got Swimsuit Omare, which is why I am doing her story soon. But we will get more and more stories as time goes on this month, for sure. This month was a little bit difficult due to many reasons, like the Shadow dropped a new Fire Emblem game, my own personal situation, so it was a little bit like that. This month should be better and also more hype. We also got lucky, so we will get more videos, more stories, so look forward to it for sure. Anyway, my friends, now I will probably return to work on the event, and you guys will see it today, tomorrow, the usual time frame for it. It is, you guys probably will notice that Lului and Yukino's speeches are a little bit unique, and I tried to capture their personalities. For Lului, I know that it can be a little bit grating at first, because she slurps her word, so like, she shulks like dish, if you guys understand what I mean. To express it in text, I have to put the words S and H at the end of every sentence, or within the sentence, depending on what I have in front of me. For Yukino, instead, I went with a more dialectal approach. Instead of saying you, she says ya, and that's the main difference. I wanted to add something more, but I felt like it would be too close to Mao. Like this, it felt more different from Mao and a different dialect, which is better. Anyway, that's it for this gacha. Thank you very much for watching, my friends. And thank you for the patience. Obviously, I am still nowhere close to recovering, but I am making steps forward to at least keep his wish to always see me with a smile happy, even though I can't really smile, but I at least try to make you and everyone else watching smile with my videos, bringing you guys the Priconne content that you might or might not be able to read, and also all the other games. So thank you very much for the patience. Before we go away, the usual stuff. If you want to support the channel, you can always leave a like by smashing that like button or that subscribe button to subscribe. You can support it, as I said earlier, by joining as a member or by leaving a super thanks under your favorite Priconne video. The gacha ends on the 10th, so that's ideally when I would get the Satsuki gacha going, but I haven't decided yet. There is a good part that we just got, achievement for characters, which is usually 1000 gems, and they also have all the side stories to clear, plus the new event, which should net me a good amount of gems. If we get lucky with Satsuki, we should be very ahead of the curve in terms of gacha. We will see. Thank you very much for watching, my friends, and I will see you next time. Bye.